Hey guys, so this is week 3. So the main change I did was I started using Lingo Champion instead of just relying on Duolingo. But first, some statistics. So I spent around 3.5 hours on Duolingo and I learned 129 words. And I think I completed 2 units or a little bit more. And also I spent around 23 hours on YouTube just watching videos with Italian subtitles. I used Lingo Champion for over 4 hours, and when it comes to the number of learning words, then I added over 300, but in total I added 1,500 different words to the vocabulary. So I'll show you what it means actually as well, because it's not quite the same as in Duolingo. The learning word doesn't mean the same thing. In total I read around 5,000 words. So one of the hacks I did was, because I didn't want to start from zero in Lingo Champion, I actually imported the Duolingo vocabulary with Duolingo Ninja. So I'll show you how I did that. So basically I just downloaded Duolingo Ninja, and when you install it, you can go to the Duolingo website, and if you go under practice and then open up words, then you need to refresh the page, and after refreshing you should see a button here where you can copy all the words to clipboard. So otherwise you have to go one by one and you have to copy paste them to the sheets to make them comparable and so on, so it's just easier to use this extension. So after I did that, I basically just went under the vocabulary section in Lingo Champion, clicked on import, and I imported all the words here in this text area, text box. When I go to the library now, I can sort the articles based on the number of words I know or don't know. So you can see there is this filter by difficulty and the maximum percentage of new words in an article. So that's why it's useful to import the words, because you can instantly see which articles are easier to understand and which are harder to understand. After studying some of the articles, I started actually understanding some of the topics. For example, if I set the percentage lower here, let's say 40, then you can see that for the technology topics, actually there aren't that many new words. So I think that's also the main challenge. If you have the free choice, like you do in Lingo Champion with the news articles, then you need to be more focused on just 1 or 2 topics. Otherwise, if you read too widely, it just gets overwhelming because there are too many new words. Because every topic is different, right? The words in construction don't overlap that much with the words in technology or in medicine and so on. So I was reading one article today in the morning and I felt like, wow, I can actually understand most of what it says. And it's just like after 4 days, basically. Currently, I'm at around 4,000 words. And here are the graphs as well to show how it's going. So the way it differs from Duolingo is that in Duolingo there is a lot of repetition. When you add words, you repeat them over and over and over again, which can be useful because you learn them in a more repetitive way, but also it's more repetitive. So it feels like really hard for me to spend more than 10-15 minutes at a time in Duolingo, but it feels almost effortless to read articles here in Lingo Champion for an hour or more at a time. Yeah, so as I said, the main challenge is that the temptation is there to read widely, so we need to keep your discipline. And secondly, if you start with the first articles, these will be harder to understand. It's like a small speed bump. Once you get over it through AI simplification, or you just read the topics that you're very, very familiar with or shorter articles, then it becomes pretty easy actually. Yeah, so this was week 3, so see you again next week. Ciao.